Hello everyone, how are you all doing? I'm so excited. I'm doing good, and I'm sure you are all doing good too. The energy in me is so vibrating, is vibrating. I'm sure you're feeling it right there, okay? And you know why? Someone woke me up with a very wonderful news, a testimony. I gave the person a spiritual tip, which I'm going to teach us today. He carried it out and called me early this morning to give me the testimony. I am so excited to share this good news with you on that spiritual tips. But before I go forward, my name is Oge and I welcome you all to my channel. I would like you to subscribe to my channel, click on the notification button, like and share. You will always be notified whenever I post any clip. So let's go forward. What is it? What is it that the person called me to tell me? He gave me a testimony concerning his office, okay? They really don't want to do what he requested them to do for him, to provide him with the gadgets that he needed to work with. And so he called me on the phone. He told me about the whole thing. And I just gave him this simple tip. And he carried it out. And what is that tip? It takes nothing but salt. Are you surprised? No, don't be. You don't have to be. Salt is so wonderful. Salt performs so many spiritual works. It's not just all about cooking, giving taste to food. It gives taste to life. It gives taste to nature. It is wonderful. What do you use this salt for? I'm going to teach us about that tip. All right, so let's say that you are going for an interview, or you want to, kind of going for an interview or going to see someone to ask for help. You are not really sure about the situation of things. You're not sure if you're going to succeed or not. What are you going to do? You are going to use salt. You are going to use salt. Salt is the only thing that will perform that wonders for you. What kind of salt are you going to use? Do you have sea salt? That is the best. If you have sea salt, that is the best. And if you don't have sea salt, do you have local salt? Here is local salt. That is what I use. Local salt. This is original, not processed. This salt is that kind of salt that our forefathers used. Those days, during the olden days, even when we were small, we see this salt is like right now people, mold these in form of balls. When you go to market, when you ask them of local salt, they will show you local salt. You will see them in balls, you buy them. And if you don't have sea salt and you don't have local salt, you can make do with your cooking salt, the normal salt you are using in your kitchen. Salt is salt. If you can't find sea salt, or you don't have money for it, and you can find local salt because it's not expensive, go for the cooking salt, the one you know. Now, what are we going to do with it? What you're going to do is, before you do everything, like I always say, you must put it in prayer. You pray over it. You get this salt. This is what God created. It is not processed. It is not, artificial. This is original. This is nature. Created by God, not man-made. When you get this salt, you go on your knees in prayer, you stand and pray, you lie down and pray, whichever one you deem fit. You pray, you tell God everything you want. You tell him what you are going for. You present the salt before him and ask him to bless the salt. And then you command the salt. I always mention this. You command. You don't beg creatures. Anything created by God, you don't beg. You command the salt to work in your favor, okay? To attract blessings for you, to attract good luck and favor for you, okay? Now, after that prayer, the moment you dress up and you're about to go out, you just take a pinch of that salt, like this. You take a pinch of that salt, assuming you are going to put on a shoe on that day. You put this pinch of salt inside your shoe, right inside your shoe, and then you put your leg. The salt will be inside your shoe before you put your leg. But if you're not going to wear shoe on that day, maybe you're going to wear a slippers, but you have if you're a man and you're putting on a trouser and your trouser has a pocket, you put a pinch of salt in your pocket. in your pocket. Assuming you're a lady, you're not going to put on a shoe on that day, and you are not putting on any dress that has a pocket, but you have your handbag. You put this pinch of salt in your handbag. Now, what are you going to do? On that day, when you get to the venue of the interview or to meet the person which you want him or her to help you, what you are going to do, the moment you want to go in to see the person or to face the panel, if you are wearing the shoe with the salt in, you don't have any problem. But if you have that salt in your pocket or in your bag, you need to put your hand inside your pocket or inside the bag to touch that salt. It must have contact with your body. It must have contact with your body. If you are not wearing shoe in which the salt will be inside it, you are wearing slippers but you have your handbag, or you are wearing a trouser that has a pocket, you need to put that salt inside the pocket or inside the handbag. And on getting there, the moment you're about to face the person or face the panel, you dip your hand inside a pocket or inside your handbag and let that salt touch your body. Let it touch your hand. Now you say a little prayer, just say a little prayer. Command the salt, tell the salt what you want to do, and you go in. I am very, very sure that when you get back, you are going to come back with a positive news. You are going to succeed. This is not magic. There is no magic here. This is nature at work. If only you know the work of salt. If only you know what salt can do for us. Do you know that salt can neutralize charms? Are you aware of that? Are you aware of that? Let me equally chip in this one. That's your bonus. Assuming you are traveling to the village, like we are all about traveling for Christmas very soon now. You're living in your compound, in a compound of your own, or maybe you are living with others, but you have your room alone. And once you get to the village, if you are not sure of those around you in the village, maybe you're suspecting that they are going to bury charm for you or place charm on your doorstep or, harm you people, whichever way, by diabolical powers. If you are not sure of, those people around you, the moment you get down from the car and you're walking into your compound, before you enter into your house, before you open your door to go into your house, make sure you have a fortified salt with you. Make sure you have your fortified salt, a salt that you have prayed over upon, a salt that you have presented to God in prayer and he has blessed it for you. You can equally take it to your priest, to your pastor, whoever is highly spiritual. Let the person pray over that salt for you. So before you go into your house, you sprinkle that salt on the doorstep, on your gate, round your compound, everywhere. If the compound is not yours, but you have your own room, before you enter that room, sprinkle this salt everywhere around that door, around your room. And then when you open your door and you step in, sprinkle that salt immediately everywhere. Okay? While you are doing this, remember you are praying also. Remember you are praying also. Commanding that salt to work for you, to work in your favor, to neutralize every charm that has been buried there. And I'm telling you that the moment salt touches the ground, every charm is neutralized. I am telling you, every charm is neutralized. Charms doesn't go with salt. Have you ever seen anybody going to prepare a charm in order to harm on somebody else, and that charm is being prepared with salt? I have not seen. Salt is kind of neutralizer. Is a neutralizer. This is not magic. This is nature. This is how God created it. This is what God has instructed salt to be doing for us, not just for cooking. Okay? So this is what you are going to do. I just want you to benefit from that because I'm talking about salt. I am talking about salt right now. So please, let's not remain in the dark all the time like I always say. All these spiritual teas, One thing I promise myself and everybody around me is that as long as God reveals anything to me for my own good and for the good of my family, He didn't just give it to me alone. He gave it for me to share it with every other person around me. Okay, and if I can share it with my family, I can equally share it with you, my viewers. Okay, I want you all to be as healthy as I am, to progress in life, okay, to be happy all the time, and to have faith, a very strong faith in God, that there is nothing you ask Him that He cannot do for you. I am so excited today. I am so happy. Please, I would like you to try this. I would like you to try this. Make use of salt all the time, not just in cooking. Make use of salt all the time. It will attract so much blessings for you. I've come to the end of this clip, and I hope that you've learned a lot from this, and I believe that you will practice it and you are going to come back to testify here in this channel. All right, so next time we're going to meet. Okay, I'll have to say goodbye.